All right, so we were working on the fuel system on this Farmall 706 with the D310, the German diesel. And I was having some injection trouble where an injector, it's either number 5 or the number 6 injector was staying stuck open, and it was misfiring really bad. This tractor's been sitting for a long time. So I went ahead and pulled the number 6 injector and pulled it all apart, got it cleaned up, and then decided I should probably do the other injectors on the tractor and freshen them up while it's apart. And so I went to go pull the number 5 injector out, and it was stuck. Number 4 was not stuck. Number 3 was stuck. 2 and 1 were both not stuck. But number 3 and number 5 were both stuck. And so I couldn't pry them out of there. I tried to pry pretty hard with a 3-foot pry bar. No avail. Couldn't get them out of there. And so what I did is I built this contraption, and then you'll see it working in the next part of this. This is a slide hammer, and what you'll have to do is adapt somehow your slide hammer threads to a M8x1. Common M8 hardware is 1.25, and this is M8x1, where it threads into your return. So this bolt here, let's call this a banjo bolt. I can't remember. We'll call it a banjo bolt for now. This is M8x1. It's not M8x1.25. If you put it at 1.25 in there, you're going to cross thread it, then you got to buy a $250 injector. So I did there, because if I bought the bolt that was this thread here, it was going to be way more expensive. I only paid $2 for the M8x1, like at Menards or a hardware store. But these are adjustable injector nozzles. So the more you tighten this, it pushes harder down on the spring, which increases your pop-off pressure. So what I didn't want to do was, this is the only one I've taken apart all the way, is the number 6. What I didn't want to do was pull all 6 of them apart without testing the pop-off pressure first. I wanted to test pop-off on all of them, because I know the front half, cylinders 1, 2, and 3 were firing good whenever I was doing some test runs on this thing, just running it, because I've got a split manifold over here for a turbo. And so the front 3 cylinders go to this front port, and the back 3 cylinders go to this rear port. So I was getting all my misfires on this back port, so that tells me it's these 3 cylinders. Well, when I cracked this line, it didn't change. When I cracked this injector line, it didn't change. When I cracked this injector line, it kind of changed. It kind of made a dead cylinder. But then when I cracked the number 4 line, when I cracked it loose, it like had really bad misfire. So I know this one was firing good, and all of these 3 were firing good also, because I cracked these lines loose, and I could kind of tell what was going on. So with all that being said, I want to test the pop-off pressure of these 5 cylinders and then adjust them accordingly to the highest pop-off that I read within spec. I got to figure out what exactly it is in the manual. Got the manual here for the engine and the injection system. So I'll see what I got to adjust these injectors to, and hopefully I don't have to take them to a shop. I borrowed an injector pop-off pressure tester from a friend. All right, let's try this again. Got this threaded in there. There's just a bunch of gunk in there. Need some Marvel Mystery Oil. Let's get a little bit of that going. On that one too, because that one's stuck too. Just like that. Wow, that's ugly, man. Wow, that's crazy. Look at all that junk. Gross. Should be wearing gloves. Alright, that was number 4. I'm just glad that worked. No, that's number 5. It's number 5. Alright, let's try this one. Hopefully my contraption doesn't break. Looks like. A little bunch of crud down in there. Wow. That's wild. Look at that. Crazy. Kind of scary. View down in there. Oofta. I have to run the vacuum and suck that piece out of there. That's what it should look like. That's what those look like. That one was stuck. And that one was stuck too. That's what it should look like. Like that. Watch this contraption I got made here too. This is the super sucker. This is my shop back with my Super Sucker 9000. Ready? Debating on if I should crank this thing over and just see what blows out of there. Just like that. Pop the injectors out of there. Gotta rebuild them, do pop-off pressure, see what those are at. Then we're good. This was just a quick video on how to remove your stuck injectors on a Farmall 706. This is again the D310, which is the German diesel version. And the quick and dirty way to tell is the injection pump is on the left-hand side of the tractor on the German version, and on the 282 diesel, it's on the other side. And the reason I know that is because we got another one that's the 282 over at Dad's. So this has the oil pump, external oil pump on the right-hand side, and it's of course attached to your oil filter. So that's a quick and dirty way to tell which one's got the German diesel versus the American diesel. Also, another dead giveaway is this external thermostat on here. They stopped making these. Those are kind of hard to get. That's a dead giveaway for a German diesel on these too. So, German 310. We're working on it. In the basement, little winter project. We're gonna put a turbo on it. I'm gonna end up having to split this thing, put a rear main seal in it also. So we'll see. Might get some videos of that too later on. So that's how you do it. Make yourself an adapter. M8 by 1, adapted to the slide hammer. That threads into this top hole. Pop those things out. They're dirty. They're grimy. Nasty. Gotta clean them up. All right, that's it.